you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
All right, man, what's good? Let's talk about it, man. It's your boy O God, man, the general of hip hop news, uncensored. Now, everybody, I don't know if you heard about this Chris Brown thing, you know what I mean? But before I get to that, right? And, what's up with Chris Brown and Trey Songz in particular having all these crazy allegations against him, man? It's crazy. And then Diddy's name is in the middle of it. Now, if you guys can remember, I had to be about 3 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that. Trey Songz, he was in the news for this very, very thing. Now, either these dudes is just creeps, you know what I mean? Or somebody is trying to get them for money, and it could be anywhere in the middle, or it could be the latter. Now, why do I say that without having any knowledge? Because it's always the same theme over and over when you look at these type of situations. You know what I mean? So, is the powers that be trying to get Chris Brown? What's really going on here? So, right? So here's what they're talking about in the news today, right? Well, actually, yesterday they were talking about it, but so they pretty much, right, saying that Chris Brown, right, can you believe this, right, is accused of assaulting a professional dancer on board a yacht near Sean P. Diddy's Florida home. Now, the dancer is referred in the lawsuit as Jane Doe. Now, she claims that the 32-year-old used his power and influence to give her drugs and assault her against her consent, causing her emotional harm. Now, in a complaint filed Friday, the dancer alleged that while on a trip to Miami in December of 2020, so December 2020, that's, a year, some change ago, right? Brown invited her and another friend to visit Diddy's house on Star Island. And talk about her music, right? Now, while on the boat, the lady who goes as Jane Doe in the document said that she and Brown had a drink mixed. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, she said that she had or experienced a change in consciousness. Now, she described, feeling disoriented and physically unstable while being pushed into the bedroom by Brown. Now, Doe said that she did attempt to leave, but Brown ignored her and continued going on. Now, after telling a friend, Doe left the yacht and had minimal contact with Brown besides taking a Plan B pill, urging Brown. Now, here's the thing, right? And she goes on to say he was faded. He didn't remember some of the parts of the encounter after returning to California, Doe claims. She took a STD test and maintained minimal contact with Brown. Now, another thing they said on August the 26th, 2021, Doe says she visited Brown's home studio in California for a second time after refusing to join him upstairs in the bedroom. Brown called her a slut and implied she would not have a music career if she refused to sleep with him. Now, Doe says that since the alleged assault, she has experienced emotional, dramatic mood swings, loss of appetite, panic attacks, and engaged in self-harm. She is actually suing Chris Brown for over $20 million in damages. Now, Chris Brown did, send out what I would say a very cryptic response to this. But remember, they were saying the same thing about Trey Songz, and Diddy's name was in it as well. Not that Diddy had anything to actually do with it, but it was like, I think it was like outside of his yacht or house or something crazy like that. So again, which one is it, guys? Which one is it? Is it the latter? Guys and girls, sorry. Is it the latter? Or are these women trying to come after Chris Brown for his money now? What's sketchy to me, and I just got to be real with you guys, right? Hip Hop Uncensored, right? What's sketchy to me is the fact that, okay, he did this to you, he did this against your will, and now you return back to go to a studio in Cali. Like, this monster, this person who put something in your drink, you was disoriented. Now you go back. Okay, all right. I mean, like, I just, maybe what's really getting me though, what's really getting me, man, is I know these guys are celebrities. I know that a lot of women want them, but what's killing me is the fact that it's happening over and over again, these different allegations. Like, people are coming out and they keep on saying this. And to me, these R&B stars and these rappers, you know, either they're chalking it up like it's a part of the game at this point. They're remaining quiet. They ain't really saying nothing. And it's kind of like it's now a part of their everyday life. Like, all right, every few years, somebody gonna try to sue me for this. Somebody gonna accuse me of this. Somebody gonna say I did this. It's kind of like it's a part of their life at this point. And I'm sure we've seen over the years, like, people accuse Chris Brown of a lot of things, as well as Trey Songz, as well as a lot of other people in the industry. But the thing is, what proof do you have? Because we got people that come to us all the time with different stories about, oh, this person had a baby with me. This is so and so's baby. All this, but if you don't have no proof, you don't have no credible evidence, then it's kind of hard for us to publish it and really believe what you're saying. And this is like, I feel like, with the same situation with these women. Like, what proof do you have? Or, you know what I mean? Let's say, all right, you was with the dude. What if you lying? What if it was consensual? What if what if he just, stopped messing with you? Now you say, look, I'm going to say this dude did this to me. I'm going to take him to court. I mean, now it hit the blogs, it hit the major media outlets. So now it's a story. You know what I mean? It's going to court. So now it's like, all right, I'm trying to get something out of this dude. We know there are people out there like that. We know that. That's why, a lot of these guys, they get smart and they settle down and they stay with one woman. When you're out there and you're sleeping around, and I'm not saying, do what you do, young man, young king, sow your royal oats out there. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. But, like, the more that you put yourself in these situations, the more you open up the door for people to lie on you, period. Not saying that, the woman is lying. I wasn't there. I have no idea. But I got to cover all angles of this. Now, the other angle is possibly maybe he could have done it. Possibly. That's on the table, too, as well. I wasn't there. I don't know. That's definitely on the table. And then, like I said, all these different allegations. It's like, all right, dang, either these dudes is foul, or it's a lot of bras out there lying, on these dudes trying to get money. And I could believe both, honestly. And as much as I love Chris Brown, I love his music, I don't know him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know Trey Songz. I don't know these dudes. Never interviewed him, nothing like that. Never spent no time with him. So I don't know his character. You know what I mean? But I do know that there's a lot of lying females out there, a lot of lying males, a lot of people that want some money, a lot of people that want some clout. I do know that. I do know how women react when something don't go their way. They get real spiteful and start doing all types of crazy stuff. You know how women do, and men do too. But I'm just speaking in reference to relationships, and the fellas out there, you can understand that, what I mean, when you're listening to this. So what do you guys think in the comment section, man? Fire away. You believe this? You think it's real? You think it's false? You think Chris Brown is a creep? You think Trey Songz is a creep? What's popping? Let me know what you guys think. I want to know. I want to read your comments, and I'm kind of dissertating what you guys are saying about this. And I'm gonna digress, though. Man. I'll lay the story out for you guys. She's suing him for $20 million. Her name is Jane Doe. And that's another thing. When you're taking your name off the table, now we don't know your name. It's like, all right, now we can't. And a few people said this that came on the show. Now we can't really open you up for scrutiny. Like, who are you? What do you do? You know what I mean? Do you have a history of doing stuff like this? Are you a vixen? Like, who are you? All that stuff comes into account. All of that stuff comes into account when you're talking about situations like this. But nevertheless, man, we definitely keep you guys updated if there's any more developments on this. Make sure you guys go to the top line of the description box and go visit ufountainlab.com. That's ufountainlab.com. That link is at the top line of the description box. Also, man, we got the Twitter thing going on. We got like maybe 40, 50 more people, to go to that 1,000 Twitter follower. We're almost at 1,000. So the Twitter account that you guys need to follow is HHU for life. HHU for life. If you're the 1,000 followers, screenshot it, send it to me, email it to me, and I'm gonna send you something on Cash App or PayPal. But you gotta screenshot it and send it to OGOD@hiphopun.com. Don't worry, it's very easy. Go into the description box, follow us on Twitter first. The link is down there. If you're number 1,000, we're like 40, 50 away, someone right in that range. You will get something tonight, man. It's your boy Oga. Over now. Peace.